Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. This was a week of emotional farewells, shocking returns, betrayals, and a mystery that shakes Port Charles to its core. The town said goodbye to Monica Quartermaine, and in that farewell, new conflicts were born. It began with an ordinary Monday that quickly turned extraordinary. At a local scene, a severely injured man, unknown with no ID, was brought into the hospital. His car had no registration, no license, nothing to identify him. Dante Falconeri and Anna Devane attended to him. Anna, stunned, listened as fingerprints and blood samples were taken. She feared what the results might reveal. Celebrating the soaps +1. Meanwhile, across town, Molly Lansing Davis sat with her mother Alexis and confided something surprising. She had developed feelings for Cody Bell. She also disclosed the scheme Christina had orchestrated, hiring Cody to seduce Ava away from Rick. But that script didn't go as planned, because Molly's emotions got tangled. Soap Central +1. At the Quartermaine estate, Cody's concern over the family dog Outback became a focal point. Brooke Lynn confronted him. The rule was no pets. But she proposed an exception. If someone from the Quartermaine line made the case, the rule might bend. So Outback was allowed to remain in the stables. Celebrating the soaps +1. Then came the hardest moment of the day. Michael Corinthos delivered news to Sunny and Carly. Monica Quartermaine had passed in her sleep. Jason, rushing to check, discovered the truth, and Port Charles reeled. Celebrating the soaps +2 Soap Central +2. Later that day, Britt Westbourne visited Rocco. The moment was awkward but charged. The two met face to face. Rocco said he was glad to finally know her, a small moment of connection in an otherwise heartbroken town. Lulu confronted Britt, questioning her trustworthiness around her son. The tension was palpable. Soap Central +2 Primetimer.com +2. On the medical front, Lucas and Elizabeth questioned whether the John Doe could indeed be Nathan West, the man long presumed dead. Anna ordered DNA tests, demanded fingerprint matches, insisting this could not be coincidence given Britt's return. Soap Central +1. By midweek, whispers turned into confirmations. The unknown man was confirmed as Nathan West. His fingerprints and DNA matched. Anna confronted Britt, pushing her to explain what she knew, or what she could deny. Soap Central +2 Primetimer.com +2. Nina peered through a door and saw Nathan. He squeezed her hand, positive, alive. She broke down in tears, astonished at the impossible unfolding in front of her. Soap Central +1. Nathan awoke slightly dazed. He remembered being shot by Faison, but the timeline was impossible. He couldn't grasp why these events had been written off, why he had been declared dead, and what he'd lost. And worst of all, he had no memory of 7 crucial years. Soap Central +2 Primetimer.com +2. As the Quartermaine family navigated loss, their mosaic of grief and regret unfolded. At the mansion, their mother's death was announced to stunned family members. Tracy was missing, her car, bag, jewelry vanishing. Ned admitted he'd never seen his mother so vulnerable. Lulu worried about Tracy's whereabouts. Soap Central +1. Questions about Drew intensified. He felt mistreated, slighted, erased. He swore the Quartermaines would feel the weight of their neglect when he returned to claim what he believed was his. Some wanted to cast him out. He was there, feeling wronged and ready to act. Soap Central +2 Primetimer.com +2. Meanwhile, Anna dropped hints that Britt's involvement was more than mere coincidence. All evidence seemed to orbit that swirling vortex of secrets between Bree TT, Nathan's return, Faison's designs, and long-buried truths. Soap Central +2 Primetimer.com +2. By Thursday, the focus shifted to honoring Monica. In life, she was a matriarch, a guide, a force of stability. In death, she forced Port Charles to pause, reflect, reconcile, and mourn. The memorial drew family, friends, those she mentored, those she loved, and those she conflicted with. Primetimer.com +2 Soap Central +2. Tracy returned to Port Charles in solemn acceptance. She walked through photos, into halls echoing memories of Alan and Monica, remembering fights and reconciliations. She cracked under grief and yet stood strong when needed. Her eulogy was raw. With vulnerability, she told her family that though Monica had been hard, she was also the beating heart of their legacy. Primetimer.com +3 Soap Central +3 Primetimer.com +3. Drew, meanwhile, couldn't resist a moment of intrusion. He wheeled into the service, insisted Monica had known him as her son, demanded acknowledgement. Tracy intervened, pushed him out, rejecting the claim, denying his right to the moment. She held her ground, clung to her truth amid the storm. Primetimer.com +2 Soap Central +2. Laura, Olivia, Ned, Brooke, Lynn, Gio, cousins, they all shared memories. They laughed, they cried. Gio, distant from the Quartermain fold, showed up now with a quiet strength. He whispered that he wished he had known Monica better, but she always admired him. That admission broke down walls between estranged lines. Primetimer.com +2 Soap Central +2. Then came the crypt. A mysterious woman slipped into the crypt where Monica and Alan were laid to rest. Tracy found her there, demanding answers. Who was this stranger? Why had she come? She said she'd waited a long time to meet Tracy. The crypt moment brought whispers of new intrigue, hidden ties, shocking revelations waiting to surface. Soap Opera News +3 Primetimer.com +3 Soap Central +3. As the week drew to a close, so did the echoes of Monica's life. Flashbacks of love, conflict, wisdom, played on screens, reminding everyone why she mattered. Jason stood solo on the staircase, promising never to lose her, even as the world around him shifted. Primetimer.com +1. Drew plotted revenge. He felt sidelined, erased not just by death but by memory. He questioned if he would reclaim standing, power, validation. He considered exposing secrets, setting schemes in motion. For him, Monica's death was not closure, it was opening. Primetimer.com +1. In Port Charles, the death of Monica was more than an end. It was a crucible. Secrets ignited. Relationships strained. Returns and revelations converged. A stranger in a crypt, Nathan alive again, Britt scrambling to redefine loyalties. The town would never be the same. And so, this week's best moments weren't just in what was said or who showed up. They were in how Port Charles responded, with tears, with anger, with questions. They were in the collision of past and future. They were in the fragile edges of grief and the boldness of truth. Because in the heart of soap, in the halls of General Hospital, stories don't end when someone dies. They echo, reverberate, and change everything. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for all of your updates.